this is harder for me to explain because I still don't understand it, but I'm gonna tell you that May 2nd, that was probably one of the worst days in my entire life. I started to, my rash was severe, all of these physical symptoms. I felt like, again, I was going crazy. I didn't understand it. I knew that if I continued on the path I was on and none of these spiritual practices were helping me anymore, that I was going to kill myself or I was going to die. I knew I was gonna die, but I didn't necessarily know how. But I was in the shower at night and I was breaking down because I couldn't I felt like a monster. I felt like, I felt awful. I felt like a demon was inside of me, but I didn't know the words for that yet. And I truly felt like that day God was screaming at me, calling out to me, Madison, what is it gonna take for you to come to me? You have no friends, you have no job, your health sucks, you feel like a monster, your spiritual practices aren't doing anything for you, your emotional, mental well-being is the worst it's ever been in your entire life. What is it gonna take for you to come to me? And I cried and cried and cried. And I finally said, God, I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening right now. I'm listening to you. I cannot stress how much I did not want to open the Bible, that I did not want to go to God, that I did not want to go and be a Jesus freak and be a Christian. I thought Christians were inferior. I thought they were ignorant. I thought I was so smart because I knew all of these spiritual truths and all of these really occultist doctrines, and I thought that my way was the right way and that Christians were wrong and that they were just living in a dogmatic religion. And actually that's not true. If you go and ask any Christian, they'll probably tell you that they're spiritual, not religious. And it actually talks about how in the Bible we're not to be religious but spiritual, but that is another topic for another time. I was also terrified of what people were going to think of me. That was probably my biggest thing. I was afraid that they weren't going to like me anymore because I sought other people's approval, because truly, even though I practiced self-love and self-approval, I probably never actually had it. I'm going to be the first one to tell you how wrong I was about everything. I had all of these opinions about Christians and I'd never even read the Bible. And if you are like I was and you have all these opinions about Christianity, yet you've never read anything in the book that they actually live by or that they are supposed to live by, dude, you can't have a say in anything. That's like giving a movie review and you haven't even seen the movie. The more I read in the Bible, the more I realize how wrong I was about Christianity. It's so much cooler than you think. And the Bible can be pretty brutal, which is also very cool. Basically, I'm just going to try to make this short. I can just tell you that the first week after I prayed Jesus and accepted him into my heart on May 11th, I felt normal for the first time since I was 10 years old. I felt normal. I just can't explain that. Jesus is like basically the channel to get to God and feel that personal connection. I don't feel disconnected. When I talk to God, he talks back to me. I don't feel like I'm talking into a void. The love that I feel from Jesus Christ and from this God, this one true God, it's incomparable. It is so much more. It's so much more full than all the love that I thought I had from the universe and from my spirit guides and from these archangels. It's so much better